Hey guys, Horace here, and today I am back with another video. I'm going to be doing another staff interview. These have been doing really well on my channel, so I am definitely going to be continuing to do these. I'm going to be joined with,
Is this the way to the bathroom?
uh, no, no, it's not.
No.
No, it's
Wait,
not.
are we starting right now? Oh, hey, what's up, guys? Hi. Sorry, I was looking for the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
sorry.
have a nice life. See ya.
Yes. All
Yeah,
right. Hi, I'm back. Yep.
abuse, abuse. All right, our
Hey,
first
nope.
question is, what is your favorite game?
Let's do capture the flag because
Oh,
no one's done it, and I'm original.
yeah, I mean, capture the flag wasn't it the first minigame on MCC at the time?
Uh, hmm. I just know it was like one of the first ones that I did play. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, let's get
So,
straight into this nice little
yeah,
interview.
let's do this. So, my second question for you is, why did you join the staff team?
So it's actually a funny story. It's got like mixes and parts in there, but this was like around maybe the time of December, right? So, uh, I was playing a game of Skywars, and this is also how I met Kyle Bop. Um, I saw him talk in Skywars chat, and I was like, "Oh, look, a staff member." And I just like, out of boredom, I just texted him, or just I added him as a friend, and I was like, "Hey, man, like, even though like there's a crap ton of hackers on, like thanks for at least like acknowledging them and trying getting them banned." And he's like, "Oh yeah, like no problem." And then after that, we kind of just kept talking for a while, and eventually to the point where he was like, "Hey, you should apply for staff. I think I'd see you as a pretty good staff member." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, sure. Why not?" So by this time, it took maybe about 2.5 weeks for me to like completely understand the rules enough to like get the interview.
That's
And then
actually insane, not gonna lie. Like, totally
yeah,
insane.
yeah, 2.5 weeks, like cramming as much rule knowledge as I could into my small dribble brain. It was very, very hard, and like especially when finals were coming during that time too. So it was a lot of pressure, but I managed to pull it, got my interview, and here I am today. Almost 8 months in. Yeah.
That's insane. That's actually insane because, most of the time it takes months of practice and like just learning the rules. Um, the thing that I think a lot of people forget is that rules are based around a lot of real life rules we already have. Don't spam, be respectful, racial slurs are a bad thing, discrimination's bad, blah 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 blah, right? So you have all these
Hmm.
base rules that like are just basic things that you should already know at some point. So yeah, it's not as hard to learn the rules as I think everybody, thinks, I guess. It's kind of
Yeah.
opposite.
Yeah. And so the real challenge, the rules. I remember like I got well, it's very common now, racial slurs and filter bypass. I got those two mixed up. I'm not gonna say the words because I don't.
Right.
I'm not gonna do that. But
Obviously.
yeah, there's a certain word that gets confused a lot, and not a lot of people like acknowledge it. And I'm trying to.
Well, yeah. I mean, that there's a lot of sometimes confusing things in the rules, so yeah, I definitely see that is definitely true. Um, but yeah, it's still insane that you in just a few weeks you learned, the things that you needed to do to become a staff member, and then you get an interview and you get staff, and I mean, you're definitely one of the better staff, um, just overall of MCC. Um, so
My thank you.
it's really nice to see. Let's put it that way. So my next question is: you are now a senior mod, and that
Hmm.
means, wow, I just had.
Wow, are you okay? You need
Oh
some
yeah,
water?
I don't even know what just happened there. Um,
Yeah.
no, but like now as a senior mod, you're now privy to certain sub teams and information and things like that. So in the future, what are you kind of looking to do in regards to that?
So currently at the moment, I am getting ready to apply for applications team, and well, we lost the game. And I kind of think of it as a full circle because with application team, like, you know, you take care of people that could be applying, right?
Or they are.
And
Yeah.
or they are, yeah. And I kind of see it as a full circle for me because that's kind of how everyone starts. You get the interview, or you have to write a well-written application first to even get the interview. Can't just be like, oh, I want to do it just to ban hackers. Like, no, there's gotta be like another reason.
Right.
So, so like, this is how I see it. You do the application, get accepted, interview, then you become staff. It sounds easier said than done. But when you're on applications team, you're literally deciding the fate of someone that could make history on the server,
Yeah.
let alone the network. And I just think that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's also a lot of responsibility in the fact that if you say yes, we should promote this person, and they do really well, then that's great on you. But if you say, you know, hey, let's give this person a chance, maybe they're a little sketchy, maybe they've had a bit of an interesting past, and they don't do great, then that is pressure put on you. But in learning and growing, and being able to tell kind of who is who, and not just, oh, are they my friend or not? Do I like them or not? And then basing it off of that, because a lot of the time it can't be based on friendships, because even though you're a friend with someone, does not mean that they would be right for the staff team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm currently looking into right now, applications team. If I ever do get to accepted to it, which I kind of hope I do, I might just look into other ones, maybe community events. It's a possibility, but in my opinion, I just think it's a little rated. Like, I just see mainly people do karaoke, which is nothing wrong with that, but like that's kind of just like the go-to way most of the time when you're community events. So.
There's also that also means that there's room for improvement on the community events team. Something that Twizrel did very well at is community events team quite a bit while he was on it, diversifying a lot of events that happened on there. Like I started a lot of movie nights, and those got quite a bit of traction, and I think it's fallen off quite a bit now, but either way, it also gives the most like room for improvement and advancement for basic
Oh my
teams.
gosh, red team is just both spamming. Yeah, it's so annoying.
I'm on their island in the back. I'm probably gonna die here really quickly, but from that, I'm just gonna spam them and kill them. But yeah, it is interesting to see that like there is room to grow, and there's always for that, and that's for everybody, not just the few people that are on it, but like teams that I feel like more advanced teams like mentor team and applications team are set up a little bit more heavily, because they have more selective people, not only because it's you have to get to a helper, you have to get to mod, but now you're a senior and you have to like apply to
Oh my,
all over.
they're also tryhards. Oh my god.
Yup, that's like
Ah,
there ain't no way I'm getting through that. I got jumped on the back of the tree. Let's just go for kills at this point.
yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of room for improvement on every sub team, but definitely for me, I see more of a huge room for improvement on smaller sub teams like community events team, especially the applications team, because you're deciding the fate of the entire server.
Yeah, and yep, that's what I've got in stock.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty exciting to hear about. I can't wait to see how that goes down. And yeah. So my next question is: you have been an SSer for a extended period of time. I think you've been on the team for as long as you've been staff, I believe, right?
Uh, maybe like 2 months in, yeah, somewhere around that. It wasn't a full thing until um a ex staff now moderator Versailles. You might have remembered him. Uh, he was kind of a well-known SSer as well, but I don't think he was given enough credit as he should have.
Hmm.
But he was kind of my mentor, so technically, it. He introduced me to screen sharing in general, but he also taught me a bunch of different things too. That I even have some things noted down with him when I used to watch him in screen shares, like see what he did and stuff. And so he taught me, and then unfortunately he resigned a couple months back. But yeah, with the screen share team, it's been crazy. Like it's been a crazy ride because there's always like new things are always coming, like new clients, new strings. You have to figure out which I'll get to what that means. Oh no, I'm gonna die.
No, keep going,
And
keep going, keep going, keep going. I'm gonna try saving you.
no, I'm dead.
I'm coming. Just keep running. Just keep running.
No, I'm dead.
Keep running. Keep running.
Dude, they just bow spam.
Well,
It's
no,
not
they're
fun.
literally just all right there on the island.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I've learned a lot through screen sharing. My time as trying to learn. I'm still learning. Like I know a bunch of things on how to screen share efficiently, even on MacBooks, which I never thought I would get to a point because in, people believe that you can't SS them, but there is a way. It's just not very well known. But um, I've learned a lot. I've made a couple mistakes in the past, but I've made sure not to redo them again and actually look into things when I have to second guess something.
yeah, I mean,
And
as like just humans, we'll always like make mistakes and things. But I think what
yeah,
sets you apart on the SSing team and as a senior and as staff, just in general, is the fact that like you're always looking to improve that knowledge and skill.
yeah, pretty much.
I'm
Oh
literally
my gosh.
doing it. I can't even like we can't even get on their base basically.
Yeah, I'm trying to, but they're just being obnoxious. Um, and like since I'm a senior mod now, nothing has too much changed with me screen sharing. I still kind of do the same thing as I do, but I usually have to look in weekly on YouTube to search if there's anything new in case people are trying to hide new things because you don't want to like you don't want you if someone is cheating like and you're screen sharing them, you don't want to miss that opportunity to catch them because then they'll have a belief like, oh, this is like screen share proof. Like I'm never gonna get banned. So I'm
Right.
always on the look. So that's kind of my chore whenever I have to do that.
Yeah. I mean, and yeah, like I said, I think that's what really puts you apart as an assessor and as a senior. So my next question is, what is one thing that you would like to see improved on SSing?
Uh, in general, it's kind of revolves around the mini games. Like in my opinion, I just really want some new Skywars maps because How old are these Skywars maps? Like a good like
Years.
2 years, 3 years, something like that. Yeah, it's I generally just want something new. And whoa, that person's weird. Um, yeah, like it gets pretty obnoxious just trying to play the same thing over again. Like it doesn't really excite me as it used to,
Hmm.
but I wish I could see some sort of improvement with um, changing maps in Skywars.
Yeah,
Because
totally.
yeah, like there I haven't seen much of anything,
Hmm. Yeah, it does
but I
get a
mean
little bit repetitive.
yeah, and Skywars games are pretty quick. Like the average game is about 3 to 5 minutes.
Hmm.
But if you're with a hacker, it's gonna be like 10 seconds. He'll
Yeah,
just fly over your base and like, oh, you're dead. Like you didn't even get time to look in your base or
yeah,
yeah at all.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's one thing I wish I could see change. I don't think it'd be too much of a big change to implement, but it's
No, it
just
wouldn't even be a
something.
change. It would just be a new, fresh way to be on
Yeah,
SSing. You know,
yeah.
and
Like
I think it would bring players and give a freshness to MCC that hasn't been there in quite a while. And so I definitely really enjoy seeing that, just personally, especially since I just really like playing mini games. I'm almost, I'm getting closer and closer to that 5K mark, and that really just impounds on me that I've played mini games. Like, mini games are like the heart of why I've played MCC for so incredibly long.
Yeah. Like that's how a lot of people find this server. It used to be like #1 minigame server, but so far I just wish there's more maps. That's all I want. Nothing big.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Hopefully that will change at some point in the near future. Yeah. So
yeah, and
go ahead.
And if it is possible, maybe a little more kits on Skywars, some new kits. Haven't seen those in forever. All right, next question. Yeah.
My next question for you, since you're going to be going to applications team, which I doubt is going to be denied. So that's my personal opinion.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Yeah. You are now you are hopefully going to be in control of seeing having your voice heard on some new staff. So I would like to get your opinions on who you think that might either be going for staff, or you would like to see go for staff or get staff in the near future. Who would that be?
Well, I have 3 people in mind instantly. I do have a buddy of mine called Dracotic, shout him out, and he used to be a staff member on here, like maybe a couple months back, but I've heard he's reapplying, and I'd really like to see him back because he did a lot of work with chat reports. He was like the #1 guy for that at the time.
Yeah, totally.
And he's a respectable guy. He can goof off sometimes, but in all seriousness, he will get stuff done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I definitely hold that same opinion of
yeah. So
he gets it back again.
Yeah. I could see him as helper again, in my opinion.
Yeah. Totally.
One other person, you're gonna laugh at this. It's Oculus Twist. Even though I've never met the guy. No, it's just someone I wish would go staff again. I don't know if he ever would, though.
Yeah, Oculus has been on the server for an incredibly long time.
Yeah.
In the community. Same with Lane. They've been staff multiple times before Oculus has just gotten up to senior. I'm not sure. I think Lane was the highest tier. But yeah, 2 very highly respectable staff on the server. So yeah, definitely would one day want to see them return, even though they did return and have left again. Alright, I can literally hear the sweat just dripping off you at the moment.
Yeah, I was kind of tryharding. I was getting 3v1 right now. But for the last person, to see if they would ever get promoted, it would be Kieran Bull, in my opinion. He's a current senior mod at the moment, but considering the amount of work he does in the background of MCC, I could totally see him as being a new administrator, since we currently lost our beloved Aloe maybe a week ago.
I know, it's been so sad to go down mid, by the way, because...
No, I keep getting targeted by waifu Alice.
No, literally go down mid. I'm on an island.
Oh, alright, I'm coming. But yeah, I could see Kieran Bull as a possibility of a new admin, in my opinion. He just does a lot of work for the community, and it's really great how I appreciate it so much. I see you.
No, I totally agree with him.
There's a red guy over there, watch out.
Admin. It's fine. And that is a cap for that.
Yeah.
I'm on your flag. So my last question is, who would you like me to interview
Now that's a good question. Who would you like to interview next? I'm just kidding. I would pick my buddy assistant.
All right, Sam. Sounds good.
Yep,
Thank
assistant. Sam. Sam, you better watch this video, because you're getting interviewed next. You better watch it.
That's if he agrees to getting interviewed. I don't know if that's gonna be a possibility.
Oh, can I make another recommendation?
Okay, go ahead. Sure.
If he does. Rayo 1.
Alright, sounds good. Anyway, guys, hopefully you all did enjoy this episode of staff interviews. I'm going to be definitely doing more of these because I've definitely just, one, enjoyed doing them, and two, I have just gotten lots of some great feedback on my channel. Anyway, guys, hopefully you all enjoyed.